Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Hanifa and this is King's Wife Talk. Today we're talking about starting a business. Start the business, bro. Start the businesses. There's no reason for you to not start the business. It is a great time. This pandemic has birthed so many entrepreneurs. I am so proud of so many, and just to see how they're thriving is amazing. Figuring out what you want to do, figuring out what you're good at is amazing. Me being an esthetician, I actually run into so many different walks of life. Estheticians, if you don't know, we are educated to deal with the skin. You can find a lot of us working in medical spas, surgery clinics, working on our own, in our own, I call my facility Glow Skin Space a skin clinic, because I do a lot of waxing. I do a lot of taking care of people's skin that's dealing with discoloration from acne or different things like psoriasis, many different skin disorders. Like there's a whole list of skin disorders. That's a whole different episode. But let's keep on topic. Me, myself, I run and literally operate right now about 5 businesses. Okay. And including the businesses, I do help my husband with one of his businesses too. So, esthetician, property management, podcasts, I sell waist beads, I sell apparel. There is so much when it comes to that e-commerce. That business, I will actually say, is way more, for me, actually, it was way more easier. It is way more easier than me running a physical business. The esthetician business, Glow Skin Space, is more demanding because it's physical of me. I have to literally go out there. I have to touch people. I have to have conversations, with people. Sometimes people have issues that I may not have dealt with before. So now, guess what? I have to study to see what is going on with the skin, or how do I treat it, or how do I do that. It's way more different when you're running a physical business. I make sure I tell people that. Again, like I always do, I want to start off with statistics, okay? The SBA, a lot of people didn't even know what that was before they started getting that money. It means Small Business Administration. They've been around before people started getting that 10K and that 20K. Some people got that money illegally. You see how they arresting everybody now. They starting with the biggest payouts first. Baby Blue. You see him from Pretty Ricky? Oh, that's a different story. Anyway. How many businesses start a year? The SBA is saying over 627,000 new businesses open each year. At the same time, about 595 of those businesses close each year. In 2019, 3.48 million new business applications were submitted. That's just in 2019. Again, 3.48 million new business applications were submitted. In order for you to run a successful small business, you want to know what's happening in the small business world. A lot of people don't look into that. I had people like nitpick at little bitty stuff that my business might be lacking, but it's like, sis, bro, you don't know the big stuff behind the scene that I've had to take care of first to run a small business. So forgive me if something doesn't look right, if my website's not the best, or if I don't have top-notch machinery in my salon yet. But guess what? It's coming. You need to know what's happening in the small business world. 30.7 million small businesses in the U.S., which account for 99.9% of all U.S. businesses. Okay? 20% of new businesses fail during the first 2 years of being open. 45% during the first 5 years, and 65% during the first 10 years. Only 25% of new businesses make it to 15 years. Can you believe that? Now, these statistics have not changed much over time, says the SBA. That they saying that it's been holding steady. There's six solid reasons that I found doing my research that can bring down your business. And that is, number one, not investigating the market that you're trying to be in. Okay. Number two, your business plan has so many problems. Number three, too little financing. Number four, bad location, your internet presence, and your marketing. Okay? Who are you marketing? Who are you targeting? That plays a big part. I just recently hired someone to help me with my marketing, just making better marketing material. I'm talking about visuals that people can see, because people love to see. People are visual. That's just how it is, and it would always be the same. The fifth reason, remaining rigid. Don't become complacent. Basically, like, the needs you're feeling may not always be there. So look into that before doing anything. The needs you're fulfilling may not always be there. The sixth biggest thing that helps business fail, and I'm going to close my book after this because I write down my research. Number 6, expanding too fast. Boom. There you have it. You hear me? Expanding too fast can bring your business down to the ground. Okay? Don't expand too fast. See one thing through. Watch it flourish. See what happens before you try to expand. Expansion is not always good, you guys. Another thing I want to touch on. If you run a business, or if you don't run it. If you don't, let's start on the people that don't run a business. And you know people that are running business. And you see them marketing, or you see them making posts on social media. You might have more followers than them. Please share their flyers, share their work. This is things that can help that small business thrive. Just by people doing something that's free. That internet presence means a lot in this century. It means a whole lot. I can tell you that, like I said, from running businesses. The only business that I do not ever have to use social media for is, I would say, property management. That property owners can tell another property owner, that's something that you can pretty much get by with word of mouth, because you're going to need more than just the internet saying, look at me, I manage property. You're going to need people telling people like they do a great job, or their work is amazing. They help me keep my tenants on task. Like, this is things that speak for themselves. There's also a thing where I've noticed that a lot of friends become their followers. What I mean by that is that they get to just looking at their friends' pages, looking at their stories on a day-to-day basis, but they're not reaching out to them to say, hey, do you need any help? Or, hey, how's your business going? Or, they just become a follower. Like, soon as you get keys to your new place, I got keys to my new business. You post it on social media. Instantly, your friend's supposed to call you. Man, congratulations, I'm so happy for you. But no, they'll sit and they'll watch and they'll see the come up just like everybody else. So now they're just becoming another follower. They're just watching you. They're not coming to patron your business. They're not coming to support you. They're not doing any of that. They're just watching you as you flourish, which is fine. Some people like to be in the audience. Let them be in the audience, but keep giving them something to watch. That's what I say. Keep giving them something to watch. And when you're doing business, you have to do what works for you. What looks and feels right to somebody else might not look and feel right to you, and that is okay. But I'm going to tell you this. If you're running a business and it's going smooth, kudos to you. But if you're running a business and you're trying to figure this out and you're trying to figure that out and things are going awry and they're not going right and you have to figure this out and figure that out and you have to get this back on track and you have to do this, congratulations, my friend. You're now running a business. You're now running something that could be very successful. I always let people know if you're comfortable, you're not doing enough. Nothing's really happening. You won't grow in a comfortable situation. You have to be uncomfortable. I apologize about that, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do to change that. In order for you to grow, you have to be uncomfortable. You've never seen none come out of overnight sensation unscathed where they just like, man. I was watching It's Biscuit. This guy, he's been blogging. He's been trying to post this, post that, just trying to get through like on some blogging stuff. Just blogging, like he do video blogging, like different videos, things going on around the world, this and that. But now he's just now getting paid his dues. But to a lot of people who just start following him or just start knowing him, it looks like he did that shit overnight. No, ma'am. No, sir. He lets you know this shit took me 10 years. Okay? 10 years, people. 10. Now he getting to the money. But he stayed fast. He stayed committed. He was all in because he wanted that financial freedom. He didn't want to be chained to an office. He didn't want to be having to get up early in the morning and go to work. He has his own schedule. I think that's pretty cool. There's a lot of ways that can help you run social media. I see people start up businesses all the time. If you look at some businesses, you look at their followers, there'll be a whole bunch of people that's in Dubai, a whole bunch of people that's in different countries because they paid to have companies help them brand. So the followers may not be real, but it looks like they're popping. It looks like the website is popping. This is things that help businesses thrive. I see it all the time. I even was starting to get wrapped up in it. It was like more money, more money, more money, more money. But you know what I find with like the apparel? Yes, you need to do that to reach more people. I'm not going to lie to you. You need help, marketing, branding. There are really people who sit and make money helping your social media grow. It costs money. It does. It costs money to make money. But if you want to be in the e-commerce world, you're going to have to learn how to utilize these people, research these companies, and see which ones work. You're going to have to need them. You're going to have to. Okay? There's people like Kevin Hart that might not. You feel me? Like his following is large. I'm just using him for an example. If you're a person like me, everyday person, you're going to need some help, sweetie, buddy. You're going to need some help. You know, I hate to tell you that, but at least I'm telling you the truth. Nothing but the truth comes across on King's Wife Talk podcast. That's all that's coming across on here. You know, you might have to pay for some followers. You might have to pay some people to come on and comment. Hey, it is what it is. E-commerce, come on through now. Come on through. You know, you can't always just kind of like try to thrive off local sales. The reason why is because now everybody kind of like, oh, we already got that. Oh, we're tired of that. Oh, okay. All right. So you're going to have to make sure you reach out to the world. That's my goal. When there's something to sell, I've sold waist beads to different people in different states. Everybody I make them for are not in the state that I live in. They're not in Minnesota. They're not. You know, the World Wide Web connects you beautifully, if I may say so myself. What else? I just want to say really, like, whatever is in your heart, whatever talent you have, go ahead and use it. I know nurses who have left the hospital to start their own aesthetics business. Because as an esthetician, I can't administer Botox, but they can. They can administer Botox. So they can start up their own business. It's so beautiful when I see it being done. I love it. You know, you can go to school for so much stuff and then use that education to start up your own business. You do not have to go to school to be a nurse and work at the hospital your whole life. You don't have to. You don't have to, sis.